Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. In today's video I'm going to be taking a look at the Inktober prompts that the official Inktober account posted. They're definitely better than last year's. I didn't take part in Inktober last year because of the prompts. And this year's I'm actually thinking of doing Inktober, so I want to do something similar to what I did 2 years ago, which is write down the prompts and then sketch or write down ideas for what I might like to draw. So yeah, this is Inktober from 2 years ago. As you can see, as I went, the sketches got less and less defined, and that's fine. My ideas may actually change when I get to October, so I may even draw something completely different to what I've sketched beforehand. But yeah, I just want to take a look at these prompts and see what I came up with. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this all in my new sketchbook. So let's get started. So the first thing that I did was I grabbed a piece of paper and wrote all of the prompts down. I really just like having this list in my sketchbook. And as I'm going to be finishing drawings in October, I'm going to be crossing the finished ones off this list, or more highlighting with my highlighters, the ones that I've already drew. And yeah, I actually really like how it looks. So yeah, that's mostly why I do it. Now I'm just cutting this list out and I'm going to be gluing it into my sketchbook. These are the pens that I'm going to be using, just a lot of Pentel pens, really. I really like that brand, they have good pens, good liners. And the first drawing for the prompt mustache, it's going to be Harvey from Stardew. I was scratching my head thinking of a character that has a mustache, and I don't know why I haven't thought of Harvey a little bit earlier, but hey, that's going to be him. The first drawing, or more like sketch, that I do in my Inktober planning is always more defined. It looks more like a finished illustration, really, and that's on purpose because it's the biggest one and I want it to actually look nice. It's the same thing that I did 2 years ago. The first drawing was also a little bit more defined and I put a little bit more care into it. Harvey was the first bachelor that I romanced in Stardew Valley. I really like him. He's like nerdy, but in a cute way, you know? And all I'm doing right now is just lining him. I did the sketch with a red colored pencil. I really like how the red looks underneath the black liners. And I'm just adding this green background to make this look a little bit more finished. I really didn't like this empty space behind him. And then I went in with my gray, are these koi markers? Probably koi marker, to add a little bit more details. And then I went with my black, I don't know what is it really, but this little black pen, and I added some hatching. And that's the first one done. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm making like these little squares, rectangles, in which I'm gonna add the sketches in. So I am writing the prompt and drawing a border around it. Just like basically the same thing that I did 2 years ago for Inktober. And I really like how it looks in my sketchbook. It's really fun to look back at and to see what I wanted to draw and what I actually came up with. So yeah. I'm not going to be doing them in order because at that moment in time I had no idea what I wanted to draw for all of them, so I'm just picking and choosing the ones that I was 100% sure of what I wanted to draw. So for the fourth prompt, Murky, I'm going to be drawing a mermaid, or more like a siren, hiding in a murky waters. I think I drew something similar already, be it 2 or 3 years ago, also for Inktober, but I really like this concept, so there's no like shame in revisiting that. On this little sign I wrote danger, and on the tree trunk it's supposed to be carved in don't go into the water, but the tree is turned just in the perfect way for it to spell out do go in the water. So yeah, a little bit ominous. And I went with the same grey pen to add more interest to that. For the prompt, Dear, the fifth one, I'm going to be drawing fan art of, I think his name was Albert Wonderboom, if I'm not mistaken, from the Cube Escape Rusty Lake game series. I used to love these. I loved the lore and the art style. I played all of the Cube Escape games. I haven't had a chance to play the Rusty Lake, the bigger ones, but I have them all on Steam, so I'm hoping that soon I'll have enough time to revisit these games and play all of them. And I think I'm going to do like a tarot card design with this character, the devil, because that's his tarot card in the game. And yeah, he's going to be holding like two voodoo dolls of other characters also in the game. It's a crazy story, really. For the prompt pierce, I really wanted to draw like a character being pierced by a ray of light, and then I would make the background like black, and it would look really, really cool. But I really didn't know how to like draw it. I don't think I'm skilled enough to draw something like that. So I went with simple original character with piercings. I still think it's a fine idea, but I really, really like the first one more. But I really like the first one more. But yeah, this is just going to be my OC with some piercings. I'm trying to squeeze in as many drawings of my original character as I can. For the prompt starfish, I knew that I wanted to draw a siren or a mermaid with a starfish bra. It's really simple concept, really nothing like nothing that revolutionary or anything, but still it's going to be a fun drawing to make. I am skipping some sketching process in this video because I'm sketching in this red pencil and it's not really that visible on camera or that interesting. So I decided to show you mostly the inking process. For the prompt skeletal, what is it, the 28th prompt? Like I said, I'm jumping between them. I'm going to be drawing a character like opening up their chest, showing that they're like empty inside, just some bones and empty space. I really like the concept of that. I drew something similar 2 years ago, also a character with like an empty chest. I think it looks cool. It's not like anatomically correct. I'm going to have to look at some anatomical drawings and stuff, but it makes a good drawing. And for this one, I am coloring in the background with this black marker. And I came back to the 7th prompt to also color the background in black. And I think it's like, yeah, that was it for my first day of figuring out what to draw. So then I went in and I thought a little bit more about what I could possibly draw. And yeah, the next day I started with the prompt trunk. I was googling what it meant. Like, I'm kind of aware of what it means, but it's got some different meanings. And I saw that it can mean like torso without arms and legs. And I know that there's something like a trunk of a tree. So I decided to draw a person laying in the forest, just like you would see like a tree fallen down laying in the forest. Kind of like getting back to the earth, or like this character is laying down and giving their body back to the earth. I really like this drawing and this whole idea. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to draw. I'm adding some hatching in the background to make it look a little bit more interesting. And yeah, that's it for this one. Now I'm looking through the prompts again just to see which one to pick. And for the prompt vacant, it's the 30th one. I'm just going to be drawing like an empty room that has some signs of someone living there, but it was so long ago that it's just really like empty and vacant. So yeah, that's the whole concept for this. I'm really happy that I didn't let this stop me from drawing something else. As you can see, I have like a little Deadpool and Spider-Man drawn down there. But yeah, that's it for vacant. For the prompt blast, I decided to draw 2D from the band Gorillaz, blasting music. I know specifically like from which music video I'm going to be drawing him. It's Humility. I really like that music video. It's so fun. And he is blasting music in that one. He is wearing headphones and having fun. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be drawing for this one. I just recently got back into Gorillaz. I think I'm going to be making one more drawing with 2D for Inktober. And I decided to color his hair with my blue acrylic marker. For the prompt button, I really wanted to draw Jensen Button, the former Formula One driver, because from the 2000s grid, he's the one that I really want to draw. I already drew Sebastian Vettel, but I also wanted to draw Jensen Button, but it wasn't like coming together for me. So I think that I'm just going to be drawing my original character buttoning up his shirt. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. I really don't know. And for the word drink, the first thing that I thought of was energy drink. And energy drink means Red Bull, and Red Bull means Formula One team Red Bull, and Formula One team Red Bull means Sebastian Vettel in my mind, or Max Verstappen. But it was not going the way that I wanted it to. I still don't know if I'm going to be drawing like a driver with their Red Bull drink or just like a can of Red Bull actually. And that was the last thing that I did the second day. Now it's a couple days later. As you can see, I got rid of my nail polish. And I started with the prompt onion. I really wanted to draw Hades Supergiant Games Hades fan art. Because you get like a red onion as an quote-unquote award in Erebus, or it's more like a mug award for failing a challenge in Erebus. But I just decided to draw some red onions. And yeah, this is going to be the whole drawing, just some onions. There needs to be like a simple drawing somewhere in the way, just to not get burnt out too much. And I added some color with my carving brush marker. I don't know if I'm going to be using it in October, but I wanted to add a little bit of color for that one. For rivals, I'm hoping that I'll be able to draw Brosades, Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg, and their rivalry, which is just really sad what happened to them because of the championship. But yeah, this is like the whole concept. One of them looking left, one of them looking right. I don't know if in the middle, I don't know what I'm going to do in the middle. But yeah, that's the whole concept for this one. Just them looking opposite ways. For Blunder, I thought that I'll draw 2D. Oh, so I'm going to make another one. There are going to be 3 drawings of 2D. I forgot about this one. I thought that I'll draw 2D, and the idea is he made a blunder, he made a mistake, and he got beaten up for it. I'd like to think it wasn't Murdoch who did this to him, but knowing their history, it probably was him. For the word ornate, I spent quite a lot of time trying to figure out what to draw for it, and I ended up with my original character with an ornate border around her. I think she suits this style really well. And yeah, that's the whole idea. My Ophelia with an ornate border around her, just like a portrait, I guess. For the word deal, I really wanted to draw something like a deal with the devil, stuff like that. But I ended up with just drawing Daredevil. Yeah, that's the whole concept, just a side profile of Daredevil beaten down. And yeah, I think I'm going to get inspiration from Zdarsky's and Ketos. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, I'm so sorry. But from there's Daredevil. This comic run is so pretty. I really wanted to buy it just because of the art in it. For the prompt reckless, I really wanted to draw a person just screaming, but I really do not like the way that I sketched it out. I'm going to be drawing something like definitely something different. Still a person screaming, but not in this like shot. And yeah, I really don't like this one. For the prompt crown, I just decided to draw my original character, Mateusz, again, with just a little crown on his head. I started freehanding this sketch because I thought I didn't need like the red pencil underneath. And yeah, it's just going to be him in his little crown, looking all happy and smiley. Just a cute little illustration. For the prompt weave, I decided to draw Mateusz again, but this time in a hand crocheted sweater. And yeah, I also didn't know what to draw for this one, but at the end I decided just to give him a little handmade granny square sweater. For the prompt award, I really wanted to draw one of the Formula One drivers with their trophies. Um, like Isaac Hadjar, for example, that got his first podium in Formula One. I really wanted to draw that, but I just decided to draw a self-portrait. It's going to be me sleeping. That's the award. Award for me, which is sleep. and a little kitty next to me. For the word heavy, the first thing that came up to my mind was a 21 Pilots song, Heavy Dirty Soul. And there's this line in that song that goes like, "Death inspires me like a dog inspires a rabbit." So I thought I'd draw a rabbit, or it's more like a hare, really, um, with these lyrics written next to it or like around it. I still have to figure out how I'm going to draw it. But yeah, that's the idea behind this one. For the prompt shredded, I'm going to be doing like a body horror kind of thing, which is a person like shredding their own body. And yeah, that's just basically it. Just a person making claw marks over themselves. And here's the word drink, where I wanted to draw either Sebastian Vettel or Max Verstappen. And I ended up just sketching two Red Bull cans, the blue edition, blueberry flavor, with some blueberries around them. I still think it's a cute idea. I might just draw that, just these two Red Bull cans, because I really like drawing blueberries and I love to incorporate them in any way I can. So yeah, that may be it for this prompt. For the prompts thing, I'm just going to draw my original character Mateusz again, but he is being stung by a wasp. And yeah, that's just it. He's going to be looking really sad because he just got bitten by a wasp. For the prompt Rowdy, I just decided to draw my OC again, but this time drunk. Drunk people are rowdy, right? So yeah, that's basically the whole concept behind this one. Just Matty being drunk and causing chaos in a bar. But being super happy, look at him. For the prompt Firefly, I am drawing 2D again, but with some fireflies around him. There's this one Gorillaz song from the Now Now album. I am obsessed with it. It is called Fireflies. I've been playing it on repeat, non-stop, every single day. My mom said that she has enough Gorillaz. But I'm not tired of it yet. So, yeah. Just to deal with some fireflies inspired by that song. I'm just looking which ones are left. For the prompt Inferno, I thought of drawing a person being melted by the heat. And I think that I'm going to go back to that idea because what I drew was like a character with flames instead of hair. I think that they're going to be flames. But I might just go back to the idea of a person being melted by the heat. I still like this one though. For the prompt puzzling, I'm going to draw just a simple portrait and then I'm gonna add just some empty puzzle pieces. Nothing really like interesting. Yeah, that's the whole idea, just some puzzle pieces on a portrait really. For the prompt lesson, I'm going to be drawing my OC Mati again, and he's going to be beaten down because I thought of it like, have you learned your lesson type of thing. So yeah, just him, a bloody mess. I don't know if he kicked ass or not, but he definitely got his ass kicked. And I don't know, did he learn his lesson? Or did the other person learn their lesson? To not mess with him? I don't know. For the word ragged, I thought I'd just draw like ragged clothes, destroyed, maybe a little bit dirty with some holes in them. Maybe it's like a shirt that was laying very deeply in the closet. And sweep. I think that instead of sweeping the eyes, I'm going to be drawing a lot of little flowers, maybe forget-me-nots. I really like drawing those. And yeah, that's just going to be it. These are all the prompts. So yeah. So yeah, this is it. These are all of the ideas that I came up with. There's still some that are kind of unfinished and they still might change. I still don't know what to draw for the 19th prompt. This one is also kind of like, I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be Jensen Button or a person buttoning up their shirt. And they're not really finished illustrations because they were not supposed to be. These are just like ideas that are going to help me figure out what to draw for Inktober. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with the amount of work that I did. I'm going to be posting all of my Inktober pieces on my Instagram and probably on Blue Sky. I will see. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching me work on all of this. I've got other social media if you'd like to follow me somewhere: TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky. All the links will be down in the description below. I hope you're safe whenever you are, or as safe as you can be. The world is kind of crazy right now, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video. So bye bye.